Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red's Bargain Bin. So, this company BARRYSAIL has reached out to me multiple times, and they've always seemed to catch me, kind of at a bad time when I've had a lot of stuff in to review, and, you know, but finally this time when they hit me up, I was like, okay, I've looked at this stuff before, and I know it'd be perfect for the bargain bin. But I'm like, you know what? We got to do it. So we're going to check out these two knives. They actually sent me, they always contact me about this guy, this EDC knife. It's basically, its name is the BARRYSAIL 3.3 inch EDC knife. So, but I was like, all right, yeah, I'll check it out. And then they were like, well, we're going to throw in a couple of these keychain knives too. Okay, great. So that's what we're going to take a look at today. We're going to take a look at this guy first. It's just called the mini keychain knife. Stainless steel construction. It's just a simple little liner lock knife. Now these sell on Amazon. They're an Amazon seller. And, it doesn't really go into a lot of detail about blade steel or anything. The other one we're going to look at is the EDC knife. It's advertised as D2. I know one of their other knives they have on Amazon is 5CR. So, I'm not sure what the blade steel is on this, but it's just a little stainless steel keychain knife. Now you can actually, they sent me the package of two. You can get a package of two for like $8.99, or you can get one for like $6.99. So, I would buy the second one. And it comes with a fairly serviceable edge on it. Again, it's just a little keychain knife, package opener, letter opener. But it's got a pretty darn good edge on it. They both do. Both of these little guys do. So, nothing super whammadine. Just a simple little keychain knife to have it if you need it. And, I was kind of glad they threw them in. Something else to check out. Perfect bargain bin material. Absolutely 100%. It's a little liner lock. It feels, well, it's got to be, yeah, there you go. Nylon washers. Like I said, nothing super whammadine, but it's teeny. It's little. What has it got? It's about 3 and 7/8, a little over 3 3/4 inches long overall. You've got about 1.5 inch blade. Your cutting edge is right about 1.25 inches. Not going to chop down any trees with it. But I tell you what, it'll open a package. It'll open a letter. It'll do quite a bit of what we do on a daily, just an average daily carry knife. It'll do it. It'll cut tape. Throw this in a drawer. Throw this in your kitchen drawer and use it to open your packages. Sometimes blades can get all kind of munged up with tape or whatever, or keep it on your keys, but do the same thing. Save your main blade, use something like this to open your packages. Not bad. Not bad. But the main, I guess, star of the show, if you will, the one that they contacted me about mainly, is this guy. And like I said, it's a 3.3 inch D2 EDC knife. That's what it's called. G10 handle. And I'll tell you what, this G10 has got some fantastic grip to it. I really, really like this G10. As you can see, they've got texturing going on. There's milling going on. And you know what? It feels like it's been touched up, chamfered off. Even like in these spots right here. You can feel them a little bit just because there's corners there. But other than that, it seems to be really that, little bit extra that I talk about sometimes has been paid attention to. Open construction. Centering is pretty good. It might be off to the clip side just a little bit. And as you saw, it is tip down carry. And we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But, overall, the fit and finish is not bad. Not bad at all. They're selling this thing. When they first started contacting me, I think they had a wicked promo going on, and this thing was like $9.99. Which, if I would have gotten it at that point in time, I'd have said, you know, after looking at it now, I'd have been like, dude, get yourself a tackle box knife, toolbox knife, throw it in your truck knife. It's a blade whenever you need it type of knife for $10. Yeah. You know, and now it's selling for $15.99, regular price. You know what? I'm saying the same thing. Get yourself a tackle box knife, toolbox knife. You know, it's D2. There's really, we'll talk about, I mean, it's a $15 knife. So there are going to be a couple of things that we're going to hit on, of course. But overall, yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad. So one of the things, flipper deployment, as you can see. Another thing about this knife, the detent. This detent is, I like it. I like this detent a lot. Nice, solid detent. You know, it says it's running on bearings. It probably, I haven't taken it apart. I mean, it's decent as far as action goes. Shakes shut, jumps out. But that detent, I am really, really liking the detent on this. Got a nice black wash going on the blade. Pretty decent drop point. Like I said, it's advertised as D2. I don't have anything to test it, so I can't tell you, because that'll be the first thing somebody asks me. Is it really D2? I don't know. They say it is. It comes with a pretty darn good edge on it. There's a one little rough spot right there. Wow. But it came with a pretty serviceable edge. I've used it a little bit. You know, I'm not mad at it. For $15, $16, $15.99, I guess, $16. I'm not mad at it at all. You know, strap it up, it'll be good. I try to show you exactly how it is when I get it, with a little bit of use on it, you know, checking it out. That detent is solid. I really, really like that detent. So, let's just give you the full rundown of what you're going to get. Overall spec check, just shy of 8 inches. It's coming in about 7 3/4. About a 4.5 inch handle is going to give you right about a 3 1/4 inch blade. Overall cutting edge is shy of that 3 inch, about 2 7/8. As you can see, you've got a good forward finger choil on it. And then your grip length is coming in right about, that's about where I grip it, just over 3 inches. So a little shy of that 3.5 that I like so much, but a little over 3 inches. Size comparisons. Let's do that. Let's do a couple of those. I'll give you the bug out. There's a bug out, so it's going to be a little bit bigger than the bug out. Got maybe a 1/4 inch, 1/8 inch maybe on the blade, and about a 1/4 inch on the handle. Then, of course, we'll bring in the old PM2, and this is what we're getting out of it. So just a little bit under the PM2 by about 1/8 inch on the blade, and about 1/8 inch on the handle, too. Give you an overall weight. Like I said, it is a budget knife. There's going to be a couple of things that I point out. I mean, we're going to talk about the clip. We're going to kind of talk about the detent. So 4.2 ounces. It's got a little bit of weight to it. Nothing too major. And then if you want to use that clip and carry it tip down, that's what it's going to look like in your pocket. Clip is okay. Not the best. Not the worst. It definitely could use a little bit of, it's a stainless clip. Could definitely be a little bit stouter. It's pretty long for the knife. I think if, you know, they'd cut about that much off the clip, I think we'd be okay. You know, just kind of shorten it up a little bit. It'd be all right. But, so we've already talked about the fit and finish. For a $16 knife, I am not mad with about this fit and finish at all. Ergonomics. That's where we're going to start talking about a couple of things. Just in hand, like so. Obviously, like I said, you know, it's just shy. I mean, the way it's the curvature and the way my hand fits under there, it's fitting like a 3.5 inch. We measured it, and it's only about a little over 3, but it feels pretty darn good in hand, with the exception of the pocket clip. I can tell you right now, I would take the pocket clip off. That's just me. I mean, it's only one position, right hand, tip, down, carry. Oh, I know that's taboo anymore, pretty much. Of course, that, whatever. Does it bother me that it's tipped down? No, doesn't bother me at all. But in my grip, I can feel it way more than I want to. It does impede with my grip, and I would take the pocket clip off. Take it off, be done with it, pocket drop it, and I'd be perfectly happy. Or like I said, if you throw it in your toolbox, tackle box, take the clip off, throw it in there, perfect. Throw it in your truck, whatever. Getting up on that forward finger choil, again, I feel the clip. Don't really, that's why it's got to go. I will say that the jimping on it, there's not a lot of it, but my thumb hits it. It's slightly got a ramp to it. It rivals some of the best jimping I've seen on way more expensive knives. I really like the jimping on this knife, 100%. Even in the grip, forward grip on that choil, it still stops my thumb. It's not too aggressive. It's aggressive enough. I really like it. I really, really like the jimping on this knife. Pocket clips got to go. Jimping can stay. And now one of the other things I wanted to point out, it is a budget knife, absolutely 100%. So one thing I did notice is I was like, can you hear that? It's got a little bit of a rattle to it. What I've noticed is if you push on the flipper, you can see the blade moving. Or if I come down here like so, you can see that blade moving a little bit. It's got a little detent slop in it. Again, $15, $16 knife. Is it a big surprise? No, it's not. The one thing I did want to point out, if you take it out to the end of to where the slop kind of stops, the blade could be exposed. And I'm trying, you have to take into account, I'm trying to do this. I can catch my finger on the tip of the blade. Now, with it in like that, nothing, normal, no big deal. But did need to point that out. It's got a bit of detent slop in it. Other than that, I love the detent. It's nice, it's snappy, it jumps out there. I would be happy if every detent on every knife I had was like this. And this is a $16 knife. Absolutely 100%. If every detent I had was just like that, I would never say a bad word about detents at all. Minus the little bit of slop, of course. So, BARRYSAIL, you got your detent right. That's all I can say. I like it. I like it a lot. So, it's a $16 knife. It's got a couple of little issues. It's got a little bit of detent slop on it. Okay. Yeah, I can live with it. The access to the liner lock is not bad. It's pretty good. There's some jimping on the liner as well. So I can get in on it, press it down, drop it, shake it shut. No issues. And I could probably clean that up a little bit, oil that up, and it would probably drop even better. Feels like it might be just a little bit dry. And usually when I get knives like that, it's just the opposite. It's got too much. It's got too much oil. I'm wiping oil off of it all the time. It might be a little dry. But, yeah. For $16, BARRYSAIL's 3.3 inch EDC knife. Definitely worth a look in the bargain bin for sure. And I'm very, very happy that they were persistent and reached out again, because it is. It's great bargain bin material. This little keychain knife is pretty darn good bargain bin material as well. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I told you what I thought. I told you what I liked, what's got to go. But for $16, I'm gonna say it's hard to go wrong for $16. Would have been great at $9.99 when my first opportunity came about. Oh well. $16 still pretty solid for $16. But appreciate you guys checking out this edition of Big Red's Bargain Bin. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks again to BARRYSAIL for sending these out. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Till next time, guys. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.